Hello and welcome, my dear students of class 9th. This is a video on data entry and keyboarding skills, which is the unit 2. This video is in continuation with the part 1. Glimpse. In this video, we are going to discuss following points: numeric keypad, home keys, guide keys, typing and deleting text, typing capital letters, typing symbols, typing sentences, creating new lines and spaces between paragraphs, guide for typing, pointing devices. First of all, we are going to discuss what is a numeric keypad. Therefore, on the right hand side, you can see a numeric keypad which is having several keys. Numeric keypad is used when enormous numeric data is to be entered. This keypad is just like a simple calculator. It is normally located on the right hand side of the computer keyboard. It contains numbers from 0 to 9, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, decimal, and numlock with enter key. Numeric keypad may also work on dual mode. On one mode, it represents numbers, and on the another mode, it contains various keys like arrow keys, page up, page down, etc. Numlock is provided to switch between the two modes. This is the numlock button, which is a toggle key. Once it is being pressed, it shows on. Once it is being repressed, it shows off. As you can see, there is a keyboard and the row in which the hands are being placed is the home keys row. ASDF, JKL and semicolon are the home keys. Alphabets ASDF are home keys for left hand, semicolon L, K, J are for the right hand. The fingers are trained to make the correct movement to other keys, and each finger returns immediately to its respective home key after it has depressed the corresponding key in any other row. This means if the index finger of right hand is going to type Y, it will just move on to Y, it will press the Y button, and then after depressing the Y key, it will again move back to J. This method is being followed by every finger of any hand. Guide keys. As you can see in this picture, that both the hands are coming back to the original position, that is the home row, after pressing and depressing the key in any of the other rows. On a computer keyboard, keys F and J are called guide keys for left and right hand respectively. Both contain a small raised tangible mark with the help of which the touch typist can place the fingers correctly on the home keys. That means the physical structure of these two keys F and J is slightly different from the other keys present on the same keyboard. Typing and deleting text. For typing text in a document, we should click on the letters on the keyboard. For deleting text in a document, we should use the backspace key or the delete key. The backspace key will remove text on the left of the cursor position. The delete key will remove the text to the right of the cursor position. For typing numbers in a document, we should use the number lock or the number on the second row of keys on the keyboard. Typing capital letters. To type capital letters, Switch on the caps lock by pressing the key before typing. A light will shine on the top right side corner of the keyboard. To switch it off, tap on the caps lock key before typing. This shows that the caps lock key is a toggle key. Once it is pressed, it shows on. Once it is repressed, it shows off. Typing symbols. Press and hold the shift key and then press the key with the required symbols. There are two shift keys on a keyboard, to the bottom left and right of the letters. The shift key is used to access top symbols that are one of the keys with two rows. The shift key is used to access the top symbols that are one of the keys with two characters. Typing sentences. To get a space between typed words, press the space bar once and then type the next word. The space bar is the longest key available on the keyboard. Creating new lines and spaces between paragraphs. The enter or return key is used to create new lines and spaces between paragraphs. Guide for typing. The cursor keys serves as a guide for typing. The cursor is the small downward line that flickers in a sentence while typing. Pointing devices. Instead of typing directly, some items can be selected from computer screen. For example, print or close button. This can be done by using point and draw devices such as mouse. Not only to select, but drawing of line, curve and shapes is also possible with such devices. Other examples of point and draw devices are joystick, touchpad or trackball and touchscreen. Mouse. Mouse is a most common pointing device. Mouse is a pointing device used to point a particular place on the screen and select to perform one or more actions. It can be used to select menu, commands, resize windows, selecting actions from a screen, icons, etc. A mouse primarily comprises of three parts: the button, handling area, and a rolling object. By default, the mouse is configured to work for right hand. The left-handed person can change the settings as per need. Moving on to the next, mouse pointer. The mouse pointer allows to point on the screen. Now see, this is a symbol of mouse pointer. This mouse pointer will appear as you move it around the screen. It can also be used to move things. This is another sign of mouse pointer. This mouse pointer will also appear as you move it around the screen, particularly if it is over text. This shape can be seen when you are about to type text. Now, this is another symbol for mouse pointer. While working on a web browser, the pointer changes to a pointing finger symbol as moved it over the page. This identifies a hyperlink. Click the left mouse button once to follow the hyperlink to another page. Moving on to the next page. Now see, there are three images. Figure number 1 is demonstrating the mouse buttons. This is the left button, this is the right button, and this is the scrolling wheel. The second image is to demonstrate how to hold the mouse. So, the index finger is always on the left button. The middle finger is on the right button. Another finger is demonstrating the position of the finger while holding the mouse. Mouse shall always be placed like this between the hand. Now this is the image which is demonstrating the correct and incorrect positioning of finger on the mouse. These images are incorrect positions, while this image or these images are demonstrating the correct position of the mouse between hand. Mouse operations. All mouse do not use the same mechanical operation, but all of them accomplish the same task. Some of them use a tracking ball at the bottom, and some of them use a type of light beam to detect the motion of the mouse. Laptops are equipped with a small flat surface or sometimes with a very short stick for performing some jobs as mouse. The common mouse actions are as follows. Number 1. Click or left click. It is used to select an item. Press down once on the left button with your index finger. Double click. It is used to start a program or to open a file or trigger an action. Right click. It is used to display a set of commands and available options. Move the mouse pointer to the desired position. Position your middle finger on the right mouse button, keeping the mouse still. Click lightly with the middle finger on the right button. Mouse operations. Drag and drop. It allows to select and move an item from one location to another. Position the mouse on an object. Hold down the left side of the mouse and drag the object. Scroll. Many applications provide scroll bars on the right side of the screen if the page length is more than the monitor oblique the screen length. Instead of using page down key or arrow keys, one can use the scroll key of the mouse to scroll up and down. The wheel which is present in between of the two keys, left and right keys, is the scroll key. If the scroll key is not available, one can click on the scroll bar on the application screen with the left button of the mouse. Use the scroll wheel of the mouse to move the page on the screen up and down. Blocking. Blocking is the another way of selecting text. It is used to select text that needs to be edited or formatted. Click at the beginning of the word or sentence and hold down the left button. Then drag along the text and see it being highlighted in black. At the end of the text or sentence, release the left button. Therefore, my dear children, the video's part 2 is being covered. Now, in part 3 of this video, we will be covering the following topics: typing ergonomics, sitting posture, position of hands, monitor placement, mouse and keyboard placement, chair and table placement, placement of matter to be typed, positioning of finger on the keyboard. Under this, we will be covering allocation of keys to finger, allocation of finger on the second row, that is home row, allocation of keys to finger on the third row, that is upper row, allocation of keys to finger on the first row, that is bottom row, allocation of keys to fingers on the fourth row, that is number row. Also, we will be covering using numeric keypad, successful keyboarding tips, and check your tapping ergonomics. That's all from my side. Do subscribe this channel so that the newly uploaded video reaches to you, even if the link is not being uploaded on the group. Stay home, stay safe.